Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. We've made it to the middle of the week. Thank you all for joining us for News 5 Now at 8:05. I'm Shimani Baker. If you are headed out early this morning to work or school, which I'm sure most of you are, please be careful on the roads. There's a lot of fog out there, so much so that there's a dense fog advisory. So you want to make sure that you are driving very carefully around the Gulf Coast. We are keeping an eye on a number of stories for you this morning, including a vote on whether or not to release the Epstein files, the University of Mobile offering a new scholarship, and as we told you yesterday, a new dorm facility is coming to the Dauphin Island Sea Lab campus, and ground was broken yesterday. We've got those stories and much more on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Well, if you've joined us before, you know the drill. We always start off with our big stories this morning. Number 5, the House of Representatives and Senate voted to force the Justice Department to release its files on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The bill now heads to President Donald Trump, who intends to sign it. Number 4. Okaloosa County Commissioners are teaming up with Visit Pensacola to create a marketing campaign to boost tourism once the SS United States becomes the world's largest artificial reef next year. Under the deal, Visit Pensacola will contribute $1.5 million to the Artificial Reef Project. Number 3. The commission that oversees Alabama Public Television has voted to continue paying its contract with PBS until next summer. The decision came after public backlash over the thought of losing some popular shows. Number 2. The University of Mobile is offering a new scholarship to help incoming freshmen in need. Starting next fall, freshmen eligible for federal Pell Grants can apply for the Pell Promise Scholarship. To qualify, a student must be a fall 2026 freshman, have a high school GPA of 3.0 or higher, and meet admission requirements. This is very good news for the University of Mobile and incoming freshmen. If you know anybody who will be attending, make sure you share the good news. And number 1 for us this morning, local leaders broke ground on the site of a new dormitory on the Dauphin Island Sea Lab campus. Officials say the new facility will be able to house 90 people, including graduate students, interns, and visiting scientists. That's awesome news for the Dauphin Island Sea Lab. Congratulations to them. This morning, I'm moving things over to the question of the day. Today, that question is, what are your thoughts on the retirement age changing next year? I believe that age has gone up to 67. What are your thoughts on that? Let's see some of the comments. Somebody says, what's the point of having a retirement fund if the majority won't make it that far? Lower the retirement age. Okay. Ron says, 62 with Medicare. I would retire at 62 if I could get insurance or Medicare. Full retirement at 62 would be a great compromise. Angela says retirement age should be between 50 to 55 with 25 to 30 years in. You work the first half of life, give people a chance to enjoy and travel the second half before they get ill and pass. What's the point of retirement if you don't live long enough to enjoy it? I think most people are saying the same thing. It's a blessing to even make it that far, so lower the age. Deborah says normal life expectancy was listed at 72, but after COVID, it dropped to 71. I think instead of pushing retirement age out further, it should be sooner based on life expectancy. Now, that's a fair point. I agree with you, Deidre. Let's see. Chris says, I say it's our money that we paid in, and it should be up to us when we want to retire. Have no age limit. If a person wants to retire at 50 or 70, it should be up to us. We worked for it. It's our money. Bingo. Sarah says there really isn't a change. 67 has been the retirement age if you want to get full benefits and still work. Younger than that, your benefits are reduced. Jacob says, by the time I get there, they're going to change it to 100. Jacob, I'm with you. I'm concerned. I hope I even make it that far. Let's move things over to our poll of the day. Today, that poll is, can you tell the difference between real and AI videos? Y'all, this one has been so hard for me. Whoever is behind these AI videos, y'all, they look so real. Do you guys remember the video of the bunnies jumping on the trampoline? I saw this on TikTok and I sent it to the morning team and I'm like, y'all, this is real. And they're like, no, Shimani, this is fake. I thought it was a real video. It's so hard to tell the difference. Let's see what you guys are saying. 25 people say yes, they can tell the difference. 14 people are saying no. I really just think it depends on what the video is about. Some of them are just way too unrealistic, like you know immediately. But some of them are, I don't know, they're pretty good. Hal says it needs to stop. Donna says, I do not like AI at all. Jenny says, barely. I'm with you, Jenny. It just depends. Sometimes they're very realistic. It is getting out of hand. Now, I do think there's pros and cons to everything in the world. But some of these videos, especially when it comes to news, guys, like I've seen a lot of videos with false information or I believe one time John Nodar showed me a video of what looked like a satellite truck from a news station being stuck during a storm, like in the water. And people were believing that. And it was not real. It was not real at all. And it's such a shame that people are like taking it and running with it. But at the same time, sometimes they do look realistic. So I don't know. But whatever you decide, we want to hear from you. Head over to our Facebook page. Make sure you are liking and subscribing to the page first, and then commenting on those questions and polls of the day, and we'll share some of your responses right here on News 5 Now. Thank y'all again for joining me this Wednesday morning. I hope y'all have a great day. Once again, we've made it to the middle of the week. Continue to stay positive. Push through. Friday is almost here, but be careful on the roads this morning. Once again, if you're just now joining us, very foggy out there. There's an advisory out until 9 o'clock, I believe. So make sure you are driving safely. Thanks again, y'all. I'll see you back here at the same time tomorrow. Bye.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.